you know, it's, I think what I really love about No Man's Sky is what, right, the fleet is what leads to things like the quest for the living ships, yeah, exactly. So like, Shania was saying, like, the thing I really love about this game is the freedom to do lots of different things. I think that that's a very interesting aspect of this game. It's just having so many things to do. Many live service games do it that way, but I feel like some games are a little more limited in the way you can do things, if that makes sense. Like, as an example, I love World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft is very, very, like, you're always going to be running quests on the ground. Maybe you're on your flying mount, but it's a very specific type of, like, that's what you're doing. Now they are adding housing with Midnight, which is very interesting. That's going to allow another layer of things to be done. But for 20 years, World of Warcraft has been about, a specific type of questing, a specific type of raiding. But they did it like the pet battles at one point. Some people love the pet battles. There's mount collection. This game kind of does that similar thing where you've got ship collections, you got all your collections for base building. But the other thing that I think a lot of people forget about this game, and it's not mentioned, is the ability to, like, go into, you could do creative mode. So, like, if you don't even, that's the other thing, is, like, maybe you're like my niece and you don't want to deal with combat or survival elements. You just want to play around and go fishing and build shit. Like, you can turn on the creative mode and have your own, have your own building session without any of the pressures of the other parts of the gameplay, Alright, we've done all those things. All systems functional. Seek answers among the stars is what the quest journal tells us to do. Hold RT to take off. Woo! All systems functional. Alright, up, and away we go. Gonna hit the B for booster. Get up through the Atmo. Welcome to the Landria system. Orbital flight achieved. It says test Starship systems. Test flight controls and thrust with the RT. Test boost with B. Hold LB and RB to test the pulse engine. Answer the incoming communication. This is what I was talking about earlier about the story stuff. This is, it's not branching narrative. It's environmental breadcrumbs. We're up in space. Now we're getting a communication coming in. But, you are not alone. Follow the broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. We are being told to go somewhere.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Pilot towards the coordinate markers and engage the pulse drive. Another tip for new users, if this is the first time you've played, notice a couple of things on your screen right now. One is the scan button that you can use to scan items when you're on the ground. You can also do from space, and when you do that, watch what happens to the planet in front of us. It says unknown to planet, undiscovered. We're going to press the RS to scan. It now tells us that it's an unmapped planet, supercritical planet. It has salvageable scrap, gamma roots, copper, uranium, salt, etc. You're also going to notice around us, this is a great tip for new users. Around us, you're going to notice we're in an asteroid field. The game hasn't told us this yet, but it's actually a really good idea before we warp to the planet to take some time to blow up some of these. Oh, you know what? I don't know that we can yet. Yeah, we can. Because these give us, in that case, we got silver. I'm actually not looking for silver. We're looking for tritium. Tritium, gold. Tritium, that's what we're looking for, because tritium is the fuel that we use for our pulse engines. And you'll need that. Now, in some cases, you're going to get these items right here. These tritium hyperclusters, you can analyze those, and they're going to give you more tritium. That's used for fuel. So make sure to take some time as you see these. Was there a green super one? There was, wasn't there? I saw it a second ago and I kind of bypassed it because I was... Oh, there it is. It's over here. Alright. Now, second tip for new players. Once you're ready to go to the location and do the thing that it says to do, make sure you center your HUD element on top of that icon before you engage your pulse drive, because what that will do is it'll like literally take you, assuming you've lined it up perfectly and you're not getting interrupted or anything, it's going to take you straight in. And then you can be just hands-free and it should take us all the way down until we're ready to initiate that landing sequence. Alright, Shiny, you're over on Twitch getting the drops. There you go. It does tell you pilot drive will autopilot to coordinate markers, but you have to have the coordinate markers centered in the HUD. Alright, it's beginning suborbital flight now. It tells us to approach the site and slow down with LT, and then land with X. Let's go ahead and slow it down. Slow it way down. Lands to begin the search. We're gonna hit X, land the ship. Now before we get out, Burlak said there was another update this morning. Was there? I didn't see another update before I started playing. I don't see any additional updates. Maybe it auto-updated for me. But someone's saying, anyone not got the update? I'm on Xbox. The update went live yesterday, so I patched up and installed last night, and we're good to go. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch, Around the Bend. Welcome aboard. All right. There are bugs outside. New planet discovered. Press the button to upload and rename the planet. Oh, hang on. Was I supposed to hold it? Oh, I see what it did. Okay, we're good. If you're getting a blank screen or a black screen and you're on the Xbox, please make sure you check your HDR settings. That has been known to provoke black screens or issues, so check your HDR settings in your Xbox configuration. What was the update this morning, guys? Anybody know? Someone says it was also a... I'm assuming it installed it overnight, or this morning, because I was playing Enshrouded, so it probably did an auto update. I'm just curious, I didn't check what it was. We are being told to find a signal source. Activate a target sweep with the analysis visor. Follow the directional indicators to pinpoint the signal source. So we're going to move. Oh, we're being told to go in that direction. Target aligned. That's what we're looking for. So we're going in this direction. Target aligned. Still aligned. Getting a faster beeping. It says we're within 123. Yes, we're getting close. Still aligned. Thanks for the gifted subs around the bend over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Bunch of gifted sub to folks. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube right now and you're part of the multi-stream, we are streaming live on Twitch and YouTube, but the drops are only available through the Twitch. So if you want to watch it both places, you can. I will be streaming over the next few days while the Twitch campaigns are going live. Oh, I think that's what we're looking for right down there. There it goes. When you're getting a certain range, it'll finalize the signal and it'll show you where it's at. There it is. I will be streaming. I start usually every single morning about 4:30 a.m. Central. We were playing Enshrouded for the first couple of hours today before we switched over to No Man's Sky. We'll be back in tomorrow. On the 1st, I'll be starting Hell Is Us, early access, Head Start access. But until the 1st, I'll be playing No Man's Sky for the morning sessions for sure. I'm also doing an afternoon session recently. Tonight we're going to be doing Enshrouded with Babylonia's crew. At least that's the plan, around 6 p.m. I'm trying to start getting back into a fall-winter schedule where I do 4 or 5 hours in the morning and 2 hours or so at night. So we've been doing some evening streams the past 4 or 5 nights. I did not last night, mostly because I had an upload happening. I was putting together some stuff. Stay tuned. Investigate the broken machinery. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal tapping out its broadcast into the void, but whoever left this message is long gone. So let's go ahead and decipher that signal. Oh no. No fuel. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground, deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. So for the new players, this is what's teaching you how to survive the planets at this point. We've learned now the starter planet, it taught us a little bit about how to harvest, how to analyze, how to repair items on the ship, how to repair items in your inventory, and how to fuel the ship and take the ship and land it and all those other things. Now we're being guided towards how to build a base, which is where we're going to be putting all of our crafting stations, which is where we're going to be having NPCs come. So this is, again, we're doing a fresh start character so that I can refamiliarize myself with the controls, but also to get up to date with the people who are asking over on TikTok and Instagram, hey, what's the new user experience like in 2025? Here you go. The base computer might hold more information about whoever's leaving these messages for us. Alright, we just learned how to build a base computer. And a terrain manipulator. This will be another great moment for me to... just a quick tip for new users. You're not locked into... Like, obviously you're being taught how to build things, but don't think that if you don't like the planet, because it's all random. You might get sent to an ice planet, you might get sent to a sun planet. In this case, it sent us to a radiation planet. You might get sent to a paradise planet. On my very first playthrough, I got extremely lucky, and they sent me to a paradise planet for my very first place. And so I was able to build a base in a pristine environment with no environmental hazards. It was glorious. I had people hounding me left and right. What's your base coordinates? What's your planet coordinates? And I did not share those planet coordinates for a long time. Because I was like, I want to keep my planet pristine. And then I opened it up to the community so that people could come build bases on it. But if for some reason you don't like the planet that you first get sent to, you can just follow the steps to figure out how to do all the things. And then once you're comfortable with the base building and everything else, you can take your ship, go off into space, and go look for a place that you want to call home.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Alright, I'm going to make my way back to the ship. And we should probably start analyzing stuff along the way.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
One thing I don't remember how to do. Ah, that's what it is. That's the zoom function.
Units received.
Always use your ship as a base of operation. When you see scraps like this, grab this rusted metal, because this can be converted into other things like ferrite dust. And when you open these, they'll sometimes have components inside. Like I just got an ion battery, which will be useful for later. some sort of a dangerous plant. Shiny says I just subbed. Oh, nice. Thanks, Shiny. Shiny also gifted some subs over on Twitch. Thank you very much for that. And subbed to avoid the ads. Yes, that's a nice thing about Twitch. Thank you. Thanks for the gifted subs, Shiny. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Okay. I mean, I don't really like this location for a base, to be honest with you. I don't like this planet, but it's all good. Let's see if I can't find something a little more. Well, let's not get sidetracked. I think you might be mistaken what I was talking about, Garlic. It's not about getting your panties in a twist over Paradise Planets. It's about the new player experience, and some players find environmental hazards to be overly challenging. So it's about allowing players to find the place that they are going to be the most comfortable building on. Not everyone wants to deal with freezing blizzards and sunstorms and, you know, the poison rain and radiation damage. That could be overwhelming for new players. Like my 7-year-old niece, she's not going to want to deal with all those things. So it's not about having your panties in a twist over a Paradise Planet. It's about players finding the types of planets that they are the most comfortable building on so that they can have the most fun out of the game. And that is one of the benefits of this game, is that there are millions of planets to go out there and explore until you can find the one that gives you the perfect place that you feel comfortable building in. Alright, the game is telling me to select the terrain manipulator mission in the log. So let's go to the log and find the terrain manipulation quest. We're going to track that. Exactly, Shiny. It's about having a nice chill zone where you want to build your base and where you feel the most comfortable. Because if you're going to get the most out of this game and spend hundreds of hours playing, it's going to be somewhere where you like. Like for me, I like ice planets. And I really love the underwater planets now that Worlds Part 2 is in the game and we have the amazing submarine and like the aquatics, the Aquarius expedition was freaking amazing. Like I had so much fun with that. Oh, you're talking about when I was getting harassed to give Planet Coordinates Let's Playthrough? Yeah, that one was a little... Understanding the context of what you were talking about, that makes more sense. Correct. That part of it was, yes, it's like there are so many Paradise Planets out there. I remember when I first posted that video, it got like 30,000 views, I think, within the first week or so, because I was like, I found a Paradise Planet, you know, and like everyone's like, oh my god, share the... All these people in the chat were like, share the coordinates, and then people were getting pissed that I wasn't sharing the coordinates, and it's like, all it takes is 10 minutes, 15 minutes of exploring, and you'll find a Paradise Planet. Like, it's not that hard to find Paradise Planets. Just point yourself towards the star system and go. So thank you for providing additional context for your comment so that I understood better what you were talking about. The Terrain Manipulator is a multi-tool upgrade which allows the mining of valuable ores directly from the Earth. What they mean by this, for a little better context for those of you who might be coming over from other games, or there are going to be ore deposits, and the Terrain Manipulator allows you to mine those ore deposits. So, get back in my ship here really quick because I can not waste my radiation protection. Open the inventory and install the terrain multiplayer manipulator. Say that 5 times fast. On your multi-tool slot. So we're gonna go to our multi-tool. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna pick terrain manipulator to install.
Technology
Now it's going to tell me that I want... It's going to tell me that I need a couple of things. It's going to tell me that I need hydrogen jelly, which we've already been told how to create. And we were also being told that I need to make nanotubes, also which I have been already told how to create. Thanks, Cass, gifting more subs over on Twitch. Appreciate that. So we can go back to the exosuit directly if we wanted to. And create dehydrogen jelly. Then we can install that. And now we need 2 carbon nanotubes. I cannot make those because I don't have enough carbon, so I need to go create... I need 100 pieces of carbon to be able to do this. Before I go to the next step, let me go see if there's any more coffee. I'll be right back.